Amid,
Ah, Santa.
I have the box and the Koh-i-Noor.
Arbaz, Sleeman and his troops have taken the palace.
Oh no.
Piara,
Sleeman has her.
It is a trap! They know you will come!
perhaps, but they will not see me coming.
I guess the final level is protecting the palace. The rescue. 1841 Amritsar Summer Palace. With a box and diamond in his possession, Arbaz returns to Amritsar to tell Hamid of his success. Instead, he was met by the news that William Sleeman and the Templars have taken control of the Summer Palace and are holding Piara hostage. Knowing that time is against him, Arbaz plans a full-on assault on the palace. So this is the final level, and we have the box and the diamond in our possession. Does that mean that this is going to be like a bad end? The baddies are going to get the box and the diamond, and then the box is going to show up in Chronicles Russia for the finale? Is that what's going on here?
Hold on, Piara.
If I had to guesstimate, he's straight up grabbing the blade if that, like that. Okay, there goes that, I guess. Score how fast you complete it, killing cards is okay. These freaking tripwires that have absolutely wrecked me, twist and turn. Always being super unexpected. Also, speaking of unexpected, I wonder if there's going to be some of those doodles that are lurking in hiding places waiting to murderize me. And this one. How about you don't? I was trying to do the jump kill. But never mind. Never mind. I guess we're not doing that. Maybe it's a trap. But it won't see me coming. Is that so? It seems like they're kind of all seeing me coming here. Oh my good gracious. Well. Hey, it's stealth gameplay. Nobody can see you if there's nobody to see you. Escape before the barrels explode. What? What do you mean escape before the barrels explode? Like, this way? Oh, so the line lays down there. I thought it was leading to that one doorway. That's what I honestly thought it was leading to. Okay, watch. I'll do this one first try. Be the first one of these escape sequences that I finally do first try, unless I did one earlier without realizing it. I swear, these freaking tripwires seem like they blend into the environment so much of the time. They're not exactly super evident. Like, you can clearly see them if you're on the lookout for tripwires specifically. But if you're just kind of running through the environment, it just kind of looks like a thing that's there, you know? Well, see you later. See you later, I guess, and give me some of the blue. Time to die. Screw this guy in particular. And this guy in particular. Wow, I'm actually getting the air assassinations this time. Okay, well... No. No, stop. Stop. No, I probably should have done this sliding kill. Say goodbye to your balls. Alright. Down we go, please. Please, I beseech thee. Slide. That's not a sliding kill, but okay. And then, oh, I can't go down. Oh, here I go now. Okay, gotcha. So then, I guess I'm here now. Those are a lot of barrels. Oh, those are barrels with toxic smoke. That is going to be slowly rising up here. Yeah, that's not super great, is it? Oh, I am not going to do this in time, am I? Oh, I am not. Oh, I am so not. Oh, this is really bad. How am I not dead? Okay, does the toxic smoke do anything? Do I need to beat it a little bit for it to do anything? I thought maybe my health would slowly go down. Why can't I climb up? Now I can climb up. I don't know why I couldn't before, but I couldn't. That's strange. That's a lot of dodos that I'm going to have to take out. Well, okay. Well, alright then. Up we go. So eliminate 10 guards, huh? I can do that. Do I have to eliminate all of them? I was trying to do the slide. Whee! Come on. So blue, so I can do like my ultra thing, right? Can I like... I can. Yes, I can. Can I like... do that? No. That, I guess. Sure, I'll just go around following kicking them all. Sure. And then... Can I, like... No, I can't. Well, oh, well, I'm out here again. Up we go. Alright. So here come guards and stuff. Slide, 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 slide. Wait, does he go on one side and then come out the other or something? Like, what's going on here? What? That's not what I want to do at all, actually. Quite frankly. Alright, well, stab a stab. No. Please. Please. Good sir. Good sir, I beseech you. I beseech you, please. Okay, this is fine. This is perfectly fine. Don't worry about a thing. We're halfway there. Whoa. We're living on a prayer. Okay. This, no. These games are silly. And we still have one more to go. In the near future here, Chronicles Russia. And we'll have gotten through the Chronicles trilogy. Oh my good gracious. Yeah, I am probably not going to be doing another playthrough abroad for quite some time, maybe ever. This has certainly been a bit of an experience, I must say. So, please. 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 Okay. So, like that? Okay, whatever. No, please. Oh my good gracious. That bottom level always screws me. I wasn't even trying to go down there. The game, it put me down there. I swear, it was totally the game and not my inputs. Yep, we're going with that theory, even though that doesn't really make much sense. But that's the leading theory on the case. Oh, I can also drop the freaking Shanda memes on those guys. This is what I can do. So wait, if I wait for them to come back, and that's the noise start, and I say, do this, and then air assassinate those two, maybe? What? Do they see me? No, it's just body found, right? So can I air assassinate here? It's not gonna let me. It's not giving me the prompt. I'm very confused right now. Why isn't it giving me the prompt for the thing, though? Like, it's giving me the single prompt now. Are they just gonna go back to their positions? I guess they're going back to their positions, which works for me. Okay, that works out there. And then there's this guy here who I think I'm gonna need smoke bombs for. Oh, maybe not? I can just... Okay. I guess I don't need smoke bombs then. No, please, good sir. Please.
This way.
No.
Assassin.
No. No, you see nothing. Stealth gameplay, no one can see if there's no one to see. You know what I was saying earlier about potentially running into one of those kinds of guys again? Well, guess it happened. I guess it did indeed happen. Let's see. Now I'll grab the blue that powers me up a whole bunch. These guys are gonna go back to their position. We're gonna do the double air assassinate. And then I guess I'll have to throw a smoke bomb down for that dudo that's lurking in the dark. So yeah, just making sure that's the eagle vision button. So around this time, somebody should be coming up here. Or maybe because I was a lot faster this time, he's not going to be coming up quite yet. Oh no, there he is. So if I do this, I can do that. And then we go this way. And we grab the blue. And then we have a look-see over this way. And we, do this. And then we double smackaroo. We smackaroo that guy, and we smackaroo this guy. And then we go down here, and we smackaroo this guy like that. And then we... I don't know. What do we do? What do we do over here? Wait for him to look the other way, I guess? And then waltz on up to him and stabby stab? Unbelievable. This freaking game. This is unbelievable. Again, I feel like the 2.5D concept is really cool, but I just cannot with these games. Quite frankly. Okay, well, maybe I screwed up. Maybe I screwed up. Unbelievable. Alright, well, not exactly the way that I wanted that to go, but hey, it worked out, I guess. They'll go back to their positions here in a hot second. Yeah, go right underneath where the assassin is perched. So we do this, like that, and we go over here, and we grab the blue, and we go over here, and we head up here, and we go here, and then we stabby stab, and then we go down here, and then we drop down, and we come over here, and then we smoke bomb. It really seems like you need to learn like a little bit more about it, like every time, like one of those kinds of games. This is what it kind of seems like. And we go up here, and then stabby stab. Like that's really what this seems like. So we come here, and we stabby stab, like that. And then, for this guy, finally, when he looks the other way, we do this, and we stabby stab. Done. Finally. My good gracious. I really hope that was a checkpoint. I really, really hope. Can I not go up this? Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Jump over that really quickly and grab on. My goodness, I'm really glad that guy didn't see me. I was fully expecting him to see me and everything to go wrong. I don't know why the camera was showing here like that was the way that I go out when it's not even the way that I go out. I guess this is the way that I go out, is the case. Bam! No sliding kill for me. Well. Oh, well. That was easy, didn't even need a slide that time. I'll slide this time just to be safe. Whoa, no, please. Say goodbye to those balls. Okay, so they have a machine gun again. Exactly what I wanted to see. You know, going through the rest of the levels in this game, I was like, you know what this game really needs is more machine gun and also a garden that you can just like fall through. You'd think that you would land on the ground, but no, you just get pulled down to like the freaking back rooms or something. I guess by doing that, I was trying to leap over fast. Okay, how the heck do I... how do I do it fast enough then? And I still don't understand what the general, like, rule with this machine gun is. Like, do you have to go fast? Do you just have to hope that it doesn't hit you? Like, what is the deal with this machine gun? Because I swear, how the heck would you get that thing? Like, I guess just get lucky and don't get hit by it. I'm not gonna take the risk. That ain't happening. I'm going pretty darn quickly. I would like to think that my speed is pretty good. Not like the absolute best, but it's probably pretty good, right? Let's go. Hey, we're actually over top of the rope this time instead of like underneath it. That's cool. That's pretty neat. We evade the buckle gun. No. So, that's the kind of gun that we would have seen in Assassin's Creed Rogue, right? Okay, boopity bop. I do like that animation, though. I do very much like that, coming out of hiding and then rolling to the next thing, Bob. It's pretty cool. Okay. I guess he's adjusting his view like this way, is the case. Bam. Yeah, the animations are pretty cool. I like that. That's a nice animation. Okay. Okay, let's go. Whee! You see nothing. I don't know how I magically know the way that you're looking at all times, but hey, I'll take it.
Found you, assassin.
You know, considering on the floor a bit, I was hidden by like these tiny little narrow walls on either side. I thought that this tiny little narrow pillar would have, you know, properly hid me. Because it seemed like about equivalent size. I guess you'd be able to see my feet and stuff. I guess. I don't know if the game ever introduced this input for hiding, like, while above. But it just kind of came back to me about, like, Chronicles China, I think. This sucks, man. My goodness gracious. Yeah, it's all my fancy tricks. Okay, look this way. There's nothing here. Nothing to see here. Okay, I can't grab onto that last bar, apparently.
Fancy tricks.
Fancy tricks of being seen while you're looking in that specific direction. Man. Alright. Look the other way. I can't even tell what way he's looking, like, looking in the distance there is the thing. I don't know if his model's actually moving to show that, okay, I guess I can't jump that. I guess I can't do it during that cycle. Like, I don't know if his model in the distance actually moves, like, in accordance with that. You know, it's not like a super big release kind of game where there would be that kind of detail due to actually looking around. You know, this is one of Ubisoft's indie kind of games. Kind of like Valiant Hearts that we were mentioning before, funnily enough. One of the Ubisoft indie-like games. No. That's what the Chronicles games are like. Please. Okay, I have to wait until it's like far there, I guess. Okay. Wacky. Go, please. He did not go. Oh my goodness gracious. I honestly feel like this entire segment would be more fun of just like platforming without the sight line. Like just do this section. Just climbing, like approaching him. You know. I forgot that I can't do that during that cycle. Oh my good gracious. But hey, we'll get Chronicles Russia done, and then we'll be through all these things. And hey, after this tonight, this will mark the end of this playthrough of Chronicles India, and the end of my trip here. Is what it'll be. The end of this adventure. But perhaps the beginning of something new. I don't know. You want to handle it in a cool, symbolic sounding way.
Well, I am to make up for that mistake.
What is he saying?
You. Too slow.
Oh, come on. I'm trying to make good time. While also playing it like semi-carefully here. Okay. So do that. So is that our head honcho baddie, like on the left? The hostage that is like the love interest of our main character in the middle, with the rifle being pointed at her, and then like generic guard pointing the rifle? Am I interpreting these characters correctly?
Little orders slip through our grasp. Well, I am to make up for that mistake, starting with you.
Okay. I'll press the button a little bit early this time. Please. Oh, it's so darn close, though. Like, the window is so dang small, they really do expect you to play, like, darn near perfectly.
Dog Burns would be the end of you.
How does he know to keep on looking in, like, the area that I'm roughly in? If we want to be realistic about this. Please say that there was a checkpoint, though. Please say that there was a checkpoint, though. Thank goodness. So... Whee! Okay. And then... So... I should probably just... Well, to wrap up some discussion about this trip, I do have to say that the pizza that I ate here really was, like, the best pizza that I've ever had. I do have to say that for certain. Like, no doubt there. When I get back to Canada, pizza's not going to be the same anymore. I feel like the whole Western side there, the whole Western take on pizza, is just, like, fast food like pizza in comparison, whereas here it was, like, the real stuff. So that was definitely something really nice about this trip. And I had a lot of a lot of different pizzas at a lot of different places. The one earlier today was on Capri. It's a little island off the coast. Oh, thank goodness that's a checkpoint there. And it was really good. Please don't look this way. Well, I would if the game would let me. But I don't think it will. Do I just have to go forward or something? Oh, now he just sees me anyway.
Be a good boy and just die.
Final boss battle? Oh, we get like the ultra instinct kill mode is what we do. Okay, it's bugging out slightly. It's kind of the case. Bam! Stabby stab. Yeah, they're teleporting around a smidge. So slightly bugging out. Bam! Cool cinematic mode. Super anime ninja skills is what we have now. Stab, stab. Yeah, I don't know why they're teleporting around so much. Like, I roll up to them and then they teleport back a little bit. Okay. Was that the final boss battle?
Let her go, Sleeman. We can resolve this without her.
Give me the box and the jewel, and I'll let her live.
Let her go first.
No.
No.
The box and the jewel. Toss them now.
I'm sorry, Abbas.
Piara. I'm sorry too.
You'll both be very sorry if you don't toss me that box and the jewel now.
Wow. Get stabby stabbed.
Damn!
Well, you didn't need to toss it then.
Did he hurt you?
Did you not see? I hurt him.
I may recruit you into the Brotherhood.
Shut up. Now go after him and get that box back.
I'm not leaving you. The place is filled with Templars, Piara. The Brotherhood will get this box back.
The Kohinoor.
Oh, he still has that though.
Grabbed it.
I thought he threw them both. I was about to say, like, you know, he was injured. He was stabby stabbed. And we've shown in gameplay, at least, that we can dodge bullets. So, like, he was just one dude with a pistol. So why didn't we just go up, finish the job, and then get the box? Oh, I know. Because the plot needed to end on the baddies having the box, is why. I am glad that it could at least be, like, you know, a happy end, though, is the thing. Instead of it just being, like, a super forgettable short story with, like, a not-so-great end. Like, at least it's like, okay, well, things resolved itself, but you can be a little bit more satisfied there. You know, I don't mind, you know, sad endings in games, but, you know, ones where it has to have, like, a little bit more substance to it. Like Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is a good example of that as a recent game example. But if that was just like, oh, here's this hostage character, princess dying, that, you know, you as the player don't really have all that much attachment to. Just, you have to take the game's word that our main character has a deep attachment to her and yada yada. I feel like, you know, it would have just been like, oh, a little bit of a sour note to end it on in a unsatisfying kind of way. But hey, at least it could have been a happy end. And they got, like, the Kohinoor, the main MacGuffin of this. But the main MacGuffin of the Chronicles trilogy is going to keep on being out there, and I guess surface in Chronicles Russia. But again, if he got stabbed, why couldn't they just gone up, finished the job and gotten the precursor box because he wants to protect, like, what's her face, Piara there. But, you know, just freaking, she stabbed him. That's when you roll up and you stab him again, is the thing. If you're, like, right next to him anyway, if you're in that close throwing range. Should have just done that. But what do I know? What do I know about stuff and junk? Our brother's going to use his chakram to instantly kill me as well performing headshots. It doesn't matter. Now we've beaten the game. I'm done with this. Helix Blade. When Helix is available to slide during an assassination to make the blade disappear, this blade cannot be used with multi-kills or takedowns. New Game Plus replay the game, but with all the abilities and upgrades you obtained during normal mode available from the beginning. In New Game Plus, in New Game Plus, your level at that period was really small. In New Game Plus, your level score is also multiplied by 2, so you can easily obtain the upgrades you missed and acquire New Game Plus exclusive ones. That period, I'm going to be honest, I thought it was a speck of dust on my screen. Quite frankly. New Game Plus Hard, you have a single health bar, enemies react much faster, and enemy vision cones are only visible in Eagle Vision. Existing abilities and your upgrades are carried over, and your level score is multiplied by 2. Okay. So we did it. There it is. Well, like I've said before, I do like the concept of this 2.5D thing. The going in and out of the screen thing is really cool. Having like the climb spots where it's like you're climbing like that, you can come out the front and grab on and go to the platform above. Like, that's a cool way to handle platforming, and it's a cool new twist on like 2D kind of gameplay. I like that. It is a very cool concept. But the execution just... it feels very clunky a lot of the time, you know? And there's so many situations in this, both with like timed escape sequences, or even just, you know, there being a bazillion guards everywhere in some sections, that it feels very much like you just have to like replay that specific section of the level over and over again until you find the one specific thing that the developers intended you to do. Like, I much prefer games that, you know, you can kind of get creative, come up with your own solutions. And I get that there's not as much leeway to do that when you're working in, like, you know, a slightly expanded 2D kind of space as opposed to like a full 3D space. Like, you don't have as much leeway to do that kind of thing. But it really feels like these games don't really have any wiggle room for creativity or handling things in your own way. It feels like it's just attempt the same section over and over again, getting better at it every time, until you figure out like the one specific thing the developers intended you to do, or you're able to get like the just perfect window, since like the timed things like escape sequences are such narrow windows that expect like darn near perfection, you know? So, not too fond about that. The combat in this game is passable, but not all that great. Your health is almost non-existent, which I get is to promote stealth, but you know, I feel like it's a lot easier to stealth and a lot more... what's the word? I feel like I can get a lot more immersed in stealth in a 3D space than 2D is a thing, slash 2.5D here. But when your health is almost non-existent, promoting stealth, and you've got limited options in this 2.5D space and have to try over and over again trying to find the one specific solution the developers intend, it's like, that's, I don't know, not quite my cup of tea there. I don't think that, you know, after playing Chronicles China and Chronicles India, I don't think either is like a bad game by any means. They're just strange, they're interesting, they've got some cool concepts behind them. The art style of them is really cool. I'd say that my favorite thing about these two games so far, and will probably wind up being my favorite thing about Chronicles Russia, is definitely the art style. Like, the cool effects coming off of, like, the sword swings, for example, reminding me of Okami, or things like the art in the cutscenes and the effects that are going around, and the same effects that you can see going on, like the distance and the backgrounds of the areas you traverse. The backgrounds in general in the areas you traverse are really beautiful. They're really cool. I really like the art style of these games. They absolutely are really charming. Like, I cannot deny that at all. These games are definitely really charming. I like that about them. But, you know, music, there usually wasn't anything all that stand out. Like, when the main leitmotif the Ezio's family leitmotif would come in during some cutscenes. It's like, okay, that's pretty cool. I can get behind that. And themes like it's playing on the credits. It's like, okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. But the actual in-game themes never really stood out all that much. The story, you know, there's only 10 levels in this thingamabob. It doesn't really give you a whole lot of time to get invested into the story. Like, I feel like I don't know who the heck Arbaz is at the end. He's an assassin dudo that's out to stop Templars, and he's seeing this Princess Mish. That's his character, you know. That's all he really is. It seems like. So, and sometimes he acts really smartly, sometimes he acts really dumb. You know, like the, when he was tied up doing that headbutt, making it seem like it was in a rage and taking the knife. It's like, oh, that's a smart play. He's a little bit of a trickster. That's pretty cool. Or, you know, surrendering and live to fight another day. It's like, okay, he's got a good head on his shoulders. But then there's times when he's just like goes right up to the end of the precursor temple and it's like, oh, so this is what they're after. When there's an elevator full of Templar baddies coming up that all point their guns at him immediately after and force him to surrender. It's like, really? You really put yourself in that vulnerable of a position. You knew that this elevator was coming up. You were following it. And you just went up there and put yourself in this awful position that forced you to surrender. Like, really? So sometimes he acted really smart. Sometimes he acted really dumb. So, you know, I feel like I still don't really understand that much of his character. And I, you know, by the end, I honestly can't really say whether I liked him or disliked him because of that. Like, I don't really know who he is. And, like, if he was making nothing but smart decisions, I would probably say that I could like him by the end. Which essentially just means just take out that one dumb decision that only happened just for the sake of the story going the way they wanted to go, you know. Have him be captured in some other way is what I would have done. Then I could have liked him a decent bit more. There's other characters in the story, like freaking Santa Claus, who I just understood him as like the guy that's helping our hero, and yeah, that essentially. We had a couple baddies. We had Sleeman, who got stabbed there at the end, and the other guy that I'm honestly forgetting the name of. Like, the characters in this are not exactly super memorable. It seems like the Chronicles games don't really focus as much on story as the main games, which makes sense when they're just, you know, 10 levels, 12 in the case of Chronicles China, but Chronicles India and Chronicles Russia both just being like 10 levels and that's it. Like, I guess it would make sense that wouldn't have all that much of a focus on a story. But at the same time, you can handle a short story in a way that it can be engaging and make like some interesting arguments. Like, in the near future, I hope to publish a video essay on the far future chapter of Live Alive, which, you know, is just a couple-hour short story in a video game is the thing. And yet it has so much meat to that story that it's like, wow, that's really fascinating to the point that it's prompted me to make a short video essay about it, you know, is the case. So, you know, I know that it's a lot harder to tell a compelling story. Well, maybe I shouldn't say a compelling story, but a story with some meat to it is what I should say when you're dealing with a short story in a video game. But there are definitely some ways to do it, you know. I don't know if, you know, a story can, I don't know how you'd best execute something like that in a game like this of 10 platforming levels in 2.5D, and you're also trying to showcase like some history stuff going on like that, you know, with that battle that we were doing towards the end of the last session, for example. So, you know, I don't know exactly what the best approach of it would be, but the way that's just kind of like, it gets the job done. But the moment that I'm done with the game, I'm just gonna immediately forget it. Like, I've already forgotten the name of the baddie from that we faced at the end of Chapter 9, for example. Or Part 9, or Sequence 9, Episode 9, whatever the heck, you know what I mean. Like, these games, they're intriguing, but, I don't know, I find them kind of forgettable, in my humble opinion there. But, hey, we're getting through them as we get through the complete Assassin's Creed series in order. I think once we're through with Chronicles Russia, that'll be it for, like, spin-offs in this series. They haven't done spin-offs in this series for a long time, unless you count apps, and we're not doing apps. is the thing. So yeah, that'll be interesting to get through that, and then we'll be able to focus on the new RPG trilogy of titles. We'll be hopping into Origins and then Odyssey and then Valhalla, and then preparing for Mirage, I think it is. Is the next one coming out? I don't know. It's something like that. Something along those lines. But yeah, the way that I see these games, I feel like my verdict at the end of this is kind of the same as it was at the end of Chronicles China, where it's like, it's okay. I don't think I would buy these games at full price, but, you know, if you're bored and looking for something different, Ubisoft very frequently will mark down their games. You know, if you pick up, like, the trilogy, the Chronicles trilogy as a bundle on sale, it's like, okay, that might be decently worth there, but, you know, full price, I probably wouldn't, because, you know, they're okay-ish. I do like that there is the replayability, as it was showing at the end there, just like, oh, New Game Plus and New Game Plus Hard if you want to, like, really challenge yourself, because, you know, as was mentioned before, it seems like these levels are designed around, like, memorizing them, like, speed running and, like, really perfecting the exact thing that the developers expect you to do. So if that's your cup of tea, then this is absolutely the kind of game for you to, you know, get on through that. Ezio's family theme. I love that theme. At some point, maybe I'll play, maybe at some point on my own time, I'll replay through Ezio's games on my Italian copy of the game here. Maybe. But yeah. So if that's your cup of tea, then, you know, you probably love these games. But otherwise, it's just kind of like, they're a thing, I guess. You know, it's kind of the way that I feel about them. Maybe Chronicles Russia will end on, like, some absolutely crazy finale with this precursor box of Ezio's. Maybe. We'll be able to see the grand conclusion of the box saga of Chronicles, going from Assassin's Creed Embers, that short movie thingamabob, all the way through the Chronicles trilogy. We'll see what happens with it. This is the final recording that I'm doing of this trip abroad. By the time morning rolls around, I'll, you know, be packing up and getting ready to head back to Canada. So when we do Chronicles Russia, it'll be as part of the 24-hour charity stream coming up this November. And I'll be back in the land of Canada, will be the thing. It has been a fun, interesting trip, I do have to say. It's been so long since I've traveled outside of Canada, and going to Italy has been really cool. I still think it would be really cool to go to some place like Venice one day. Go to the place where Ezio would have been. No, that's not the reason why I want to go there. It's not because of Assassin's Creed 2 that I want to go there. I'm just saying, just throwing it out there. I would love to go there one day. But Sorrento and Capri was still really cool to see. I definitely enjoyed browsing around, seeing a very different way of life here. I'm sure it's something that I'll talk a bit more about in the future of this series when I can get my thoughts together on it properly back at Canada. But I definitely enjoyed the trip here. It's been a good time. It's also been really strange doing this series like this on my laptop, speaking into my webcam just straightforward like this, having my microphone over here, and having a very, very echoey room, and not being able to go, like, you know, full volume. Not like full volume, super energetic mode like I'd be able to back at home in my dedicated office space. It's been strange having to use, like, my more indoor voice here, and as I mentioned earlier, this series, it's like, huh, is this what it's like for content creators that want to get into, like, new and upcoming content creators who are just stuck in spaces where they kind of have to use their indoor voice? Like, is this what it's like? I guess I found out. So it's been a very different experience. I do definitely look forward to getting back into my dedicated office space and having, like, my full-on, I'd like to call it professional, whether you can call it professional is up to interpretation, setup, and be able to speak at whatever volume and get, like, super energetic and, like, yell about things and, you know, be happy and merry and stuff. Whereas this, you know, I had to tone it down a little bit. But let me tell you, if I was in my office at home, I would have been so freaking ticked off at some of those tripwires, and I would have definitely made it known. You did not get to hear the full extent of my frustration with some of those random tripwires that would kind of blend into the environment when I'd run into them. Oh man, the freaking tripwires. So dang awful. But yeah, also, this laptop has turned out not to be the greatest. I recently got this laptop. It has a 3060 in it for a graphics card. OBS won't let me encode with my graphics card. It's like, oh, your driver's out of date, update your driver. But it's
My
not.
thanks, Albaz. Cannot have been easy to retrieve the diamond.
Take good care of it, Ethan. It is truly unique. It would be a shame if its fate was to remain hidden in a safe.
I will. You have my word. The diamond's journey is just beginning.
What, does the diamond come up sometime in some later Assassin's Creed game or something? Like, what? I guess it does? Maybe? I don't know. Just entrust the diamond to someone else. Okay. That's, yeah, that really helped properly sum up the plot at the end. Yep, that was yeah. I don't know what even to say. Anyway, this laptop has a 3060 in it, so like the graphics card is really good, but I can't even use it with OBS for some reason, and my drivers are up to date, but it says there's a driver issue, so I've been recording with my CPU rather than my GPU. So the frame rate hasn't exactly been the best, and I'd hope that things would run better, but, you know, the frame rate in the game and the quality hasn't been all that great, even though I think this machine would be pretty good for it. Maybe if I figured out how to encode with NVENC, then maybe it wouldn't have been an issue, but, you know, it wasn't too bad. But we'll go back to, like, the full quality that these games are capable of in Chronicles Russia. Will be the case. Anyway, that was just a note that I figured I'd throw out there while the credits were still rolling, while we were still waiting through that was the case. So, yeah, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to start packing and go sleep off the night and, I don't know, maybe go out, look at the lights on the hills around, and maybe look up at the stars a little bit, and then head on back to Canada in the morning will be the case, to where it's cold and miserable and stuff, is my plan. But with that, thank you all so much who tuned into this whole 10-part series abroad, and until next time, back in the land of Canada again, take care and see ya.